Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to Gedong Tample, a truly special place with lots of story about a long time ago. First time, I'm sorry for missing a place to tell you all because I don't know all the history in this place. Okay, my name is Daisy and I'm happy to be your guide today. We're going to explore the beautiful buildings and discover the history hidden here. Before we start our adventures, take a deep breath because the weather in this place is so cool and fresh. And because Gedong Tample is high up on Mount Bandungan and about 100 to 2,000 meters above sea level. Okay, look the amazing view in here. It's already beautiful, alright? But trust me, nature is even more amazing. Have fun at Gedong Songo. Okay, let's start working. Okay, in here, you can see that there are a lot of house. That is, if you too lazy to walk, you can use this house or climbing the temple. It's usually here there will be a lesson festival, and if you want to watch it, you can buy a ticket with a different price than regular ticket. There is, you can see that. Let's continue our journey. Okay, as we go, I'll tell you a little about how the building was born. I forgot his name. In 1740 by a Dutch historian named C.G. Romans. But back then, it was discovered in the part. No one really paid much attention. Then, in 1804, another smart guy, this is Sir Thomas Tample Raffles, who was in charge of this area for 2001. He wrote about in his famous book, how they thought is. The book is the history of Java. He was the one who really saw this temple to the rest of the world. The name Gedong Songo. Simple self-made, Gedong have a mean buildings and Songo have a mean mind. So they named it because there are many spread groups of temple building here. If you found their first found only 7 buildings, and after digging and fixing things, they found all 9 sets of temples spread out in 5 different spots. What the temple look like and what they are for? Let's see. Okay, here we are at the first temple. Let's look closely how this temple are built. Okay, here we are at the first building at the Gedong Tample. And Gedong Songo is a group of Hindu temples dedicated to cult Shiva. They were probably built during the Old Muslim Kingdom around the 8th and 9th centuries AD. This was the same time that big temples like Borobudur and Prambanan were built, showing how advanced people were here back then. You can tell these are Hindu temples because of the Yoni and Lingga set inside. Okay? And then these are symbols of creation and follow of the god Shiva. Most of the temples have a main building with smaller ones around. Some parts are missing now because they are so old and have been damaged by nature. Every temple here faces west towards Mount Ongaran. People believe this was so respect to Lord Shiva, who lived on top of the mountain. This temple were mainly used of ritual play and worshipping the Hindu gods, especially Lord Shiva. Let's continue to the second temple in Gedong. Probably notice how cold or even cold the air is here, right? That's one of the nice things about Gedong. Another special thing about Gedong is that the temples are spread out on the mountainside. People claim this has a deeper meaning, like a spiritual journey to is also important in Hindu faith. I think the person are a full people of life. Okay, be careful with your way because the level of the stair is here are different. Okay, you can see this, the traffic is so difficult and you can feel so tired with this trek. With that and that, you should prepare a drink if you feel thirsty, alright? Be careful guys. Okay, this is some place at the traffic to the second temple. It's like a little forest, but it's actually the big forest in here. Okay, let's continue to our journey. Okay, here is the road in this place. Okay, alright, you can read that some I don't know. Wow. You can see that the sound of the monkey. The traffic is so difficult and so hard for city people like us. Okay? We need a lot of time and a lot of energy if you want to do the second building in this temple. Alright, let's continue our journey. Okay, here turns out we can continue our trip because our arrival here is a little wet and a freezing crossing time and having to take a very difficult road to go back down. Alright, so I'm sorry guys and let's continue our trip to go to back down. Be careful everyone. Okay guys, there is a camp area. If you want more time in this area, you can camp at this area, okay? Okay guys, this is some place in this area or in this temple, alright? Okay, we are in the first building again. I will tell you some history, alright? Where we sit, I will tell you some history in this place. Besides its history and design, Gedong Songo Temple also has some stories and legends from the local people. One popular story is about the sumur pengantin, or bride and groomsmen. People believe that if a couple washes their face there, their wishes will come true. Of course, these are just fun local stories that make this place even more interesting. Okay everyone, we finished our short trip to the history of the Tample, and I hope the stories have you understand and appreciate this amazing part of Indonesian heritage. Before we go, let's remind how important it is to take care of this place. Okay? Here are the rest of the story, and it's up to you to make sure the Songo stays safe for the people who comes after us. Thank you for listening and appearing for today. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask for me. To ask with me. I hope you had a great time at the Songo Temple and have a wonderful rest of your journey. And that's all for me. Thank you for all your attention. Goodbye.